Hey, what's going on everyone? This is Casey back again with another exciting piano tutorial. In this piano tutorial, you're going to learn how to play beautiful chord progressions that you can use in any song. So if you feel stuck playing basic chords like 2, 5, 1, and I'm going to break this down, but if you want, you can play something that sounds like this. That's also a 2, 5, 1. There's so many different ways you can. And I'm going to break all of this down step by step, note by note. So step 1 is pick your landing chord.
And the angels cry, holy, all creation cries, holy, you are lifted high, holy forever.
So again, in 5 easy steps, I promise I'm going to break this down. Step number 1, what you want to do is you want to choose your landing chord. So our landing chord can be C, our landing chord, it could be F, it could be any of these chords that you pick, but we'll pick C. So step 2, what we're going to do is we're going to cover our left hand chords. With our left hand, here's a left hand major scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Major scale slower, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're going to play a 2, and we're going to skip up 3, 4, 5, 1. So this is called the 2, 5, 1 chord progression. Let's go on to step 3. And since we're talking about step 3, 3 is the number of seconds that it takes to give this video a thumbs up. I appreciate you guys giving this video a thumbs up. It means so much to me. And if you want to comment below, I would love to engage in conversations with each and every one of you all below in the comment section. All right. So step 3, we're going to use our right hand to accompany that 2, 5, 1. Now, if we want to be absolute beginners and play like beginners, we can just match this left hand up with a D. We can play a D minor chord up to a G major chord. And these are just triads. 1. But again, we don't want to play like beginners. We want to take things up to the next level. So what we can do is we can play something like this. Sounds much better than this basic. So what I did was I played a F major over the D. Keep the F major there over the G. And then play the G over the C. Now, some of you guys know this as a 4, 4, 5, and that's exactly right. So 4 over 2, 42, 45, 51. So 42, 45, 51, or you can say F major over D. There's just a lot of things to say. F major over 5, G major over C, when you can just say 42, 45, 51. Now we want to jazz this up a little bit more because that's not the sound that we want. We want to really, add that sauce, okay? So let's go to the next level. Now real quick, I have to give a special shout out to Alexandria Moore. She is the vocalist that you heard in that amazing introduction. She also does voice overdub. She does vocal training. So if you're here in the Tulsa area, hey, hit her up, man. She can hook you up with some vocals, but she also does remote work. So if you need some vocals recorded, check her out. So in step 4, you must decide if you're going major, you're going to keep that F again, and then you took the F up a whole step to play the G major. And then if you want to go minor, you play the 42, 45, and you take it down a whole step to play a minor chord. So up a whole step for a major, down a whole step for minor. All right, that nothing changes with the left hand. All right, now real quick before we go to step 5, I do want to let you all know that you want to be able to do these 2, 5, 1s in all 12 keys. So for example, if we're in the key of F, we're going to go 2, 5, 1. Now you're probably saying to yourself, how does this work? I don't understand how you move so quick to be able to play this 2, 5, 1 in different keys. I promise you guys, we break this down in the 72 chord progression video, and we'll talk about it a little bit more. But here's a 2, 5, 1, because you got to know your F major scale. All right, so 42, 45, because here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5/1. Now, I don't want to slow the pace of this video, but I want to let you all know that we cover all of this in the free. You'll get a PDF where I break all of this down step by step, note by note, okay? But you definitely want to check out that 72 chord progression video as well. So anyway, I just want to show you that what you're learning today is in the key of C, but you want to learn major and minor in all 12 keys. Step 5, what we're going to do is, we have this basic. What we want to do is we want to invert, and then we want to diminish that chord, and then we want to land. Okay, so say it with me. Invert, diminish, land. And that's it. Now, the fancy word for this is called substitution. So you hear a lot of musicians say, KC, show me some substitution chords. Substitution means instead of this basic, we're going to bring in a substitute or some type of variation to this to make it sound a little bit more fancy. Okay, so I just want to clear that. That's what substitution chords are. All right, because our F major looks like this. F diminished means bring these top two notes down. So we have an F, A flat, and a B. So, and then we're going to play our last chord, which is a 5, which is a G. Instead of this, we're going to play a G6, all right? But we want to do it inversion, so move this bottom note up, 4, and then drop this down. And what we can do is we can add this D here. Turns into a diminished 7th type of chord. So 2, 3, 4, and then our last chord, instead of a G, we're gonna play a G6, all right? But I'll take the G out. All right, so let's play this together. All right, now watch what happens when we add our left hand with this. We get a D minor 7, G7 flat 9, C major 7. All we did was just 2, 5, 1. So now that doesn't sound, some of you are saying, KC, that doesn't sound as fancy as what you played in the demonstration. All right, so let me break that down for you. The left hand, we're gonna play some 7ths. So D 7th is going to be our dominant 7th, and we'll leave the 3rd out. So this is your D. 5, you're just going to play a major chord, so which is G major, and then to your 1, and we'll play a major 7th there. And notice there's no 3 or 5. You can play the 5 if you want. So let's play this together. 2. Notice the bottom note. 2, 5, 1. Put these together. 2, 5, 1. I almost like, instead of doing a 7th there, spacing up there. So instead of playing a 7th, we'll play a 9th. All right, turns into a C major 7 with a 9. So together. One more time. 2, 5, 1. And this is a nice substitution for this. Okay. Now, again, I told you guys I take my time to break this down. Watch this. We're going to do this in all 12 keys in your PDF that's going to be included here. And I'll even put it in the toolbox. So those of you who are members of our free club, I'll put that there. Now, that's major. What if we want to go minor? Same thing. 2, 5. Remember, take that down a whole step. Watch this. Ooh. So 2, 5. Major. 1. Minor, we can play that E flat major over that C, or we can play a B flat because this is a B flat major chord over the C minor. Now again, I know some of you guys are like, man, KC, that sounds amazing. I sure wish I knew how to play this in all 12 keys and use it in a real life application, like a real life song. I promise you guys, the 72 chord progression is free. And I take 45 minutes to break it down, as well as the free club where we include everything in the toolbox. So you have the PDF study guides, MIDI files, play along tracks, literally everything, okay? So let's do that example one more time from the beginning.
And the